This Summer League Miami Heat team is simply just producing highlights at a mass rate. We're going to break down the last two massive wins for the Miami Heat as well as all the highlights that we saw throughout them. So let's get to it and break down those two games. So the Heat dominating the summer. Not only is it 117 degrees down here in South Florida every single day, but also the Miami Heat team is dominating the Summer League. Now, it should be no surprise as we drafted Kel'el Ware with the 15th overall pick, and he has simply been fantastic, but that's not even what we're going to start with. We have to start with the dunk of the summer. Alondes Williams, who we all know as this is, I believe, his third year with the Miami Heat. He's been on a two-way contract ever since he was brought into Miami, and now he is getting more chances to showcase his talent on the NBA Summer League, and he caught a body, an absolute ridiculous dunk that you guys have to watch, so I'm going to play it here now. But again, the dunk of the summer without question.
Get out of the lane. Alondes Williams! Oh,
without question, without any doubt, there's no reason to even have an absolute body bag. That is one of the best dunks I've seen in some time, especially from a kid who's, 21, 22 years old, a very young guy in Alondes Williams who's playing for a career here, trying to get some full-time minutes on the NBA level as he's been on that two-way contract like I just mentioned. He's trying to make a point, trying to prove his worth, and again, doing things like that will certainly get you closer to it, as that was absolutely ridiculous, and again, probably going to be the dunk of the summer by a long shot. And I, again, feel bad for the defender. Shouldn't have jumped with him. I know he is a guard. Doesn't seem like he has all the hops in the world, but again, he does, and he just caught an absolute body. Fantastic to see. I'm glad I'm glad it was for the Miami Heat. That's all I have to say. But again, let's get to it and break down the rest of these games that I was referring to through the NBA Summer League. So, first things first, we will start with the game that happened. This was last night. Josh Christopher played well, coming off a very good game that we'll highlight in just a second because he got to play with Jaime Jaquez Jr. But the focus of the game was Kel'el Ware. Once again, 9 of 12 from the field, 75%. Yes, I have his shot chart because we have to break down the fact that he only took 2 shots from outside 3 feet from the basket. I love this kid's game. It seems like he's going to be dominant even on the NBA level. I know it's still early, and again, I have to say this before we get into the meat of all the breakdowns and everything. I am not saying he's the next Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm not saying he's the next Shaq. I'm not saying he's the next Carlos Boozer. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just saying he has a lot of upside the way he is playing through these games because, again, it's not like he's not playing. It's not like he's doing the big time thing where he's like, I'm too good for this, or he gets injured or whatever it may be. He's playing well, okay? If he was playing horrible, we'd be calling him a bust and a waste of a draft pick, okay? He's playing well. We have to praise him to some extent. Just understand, I'm not saying he's the next Hakeem Olajuwon and he's a Hall of Famer. That's not what I'm saying. He's just playing very well in the Summer League. Yes, I know who he's playing against. I understand all the moving factors, but we can't just say he's not playing well when he's playing well, regardless of who he's competing against. It's not his fault. He's making these guys look worse than they already are, okay? Kel'el Ware is a problem. He shot, like I said, 9 of 12 from the field, 75% from the field overall. 0 of 1 from 3. We can live with that. Again, he's just attempting to show off the range that he does have, and again, only shooting 1 of them. It's not like he's getting hungry and trying to knock him down over and over and over again. But again, 31 minutes of playing time, 24 points, 10 rebounds. He did not have an assist, which is interesting, but he did have 1 steal and 3 blocks. This kid is an absolute problem, and I'm telling you, it's going to translate to the league. He's going to get real minutes off the start of this NBA season. At least I hope so, and I think he will make a massive, massive factor next to Bam Adebayo. Whether Bam's playing the center or Kel'el Ware's playing the center, honestly, you guys know how I feel about it. Move Bam to the power forward, put Kel'el Ware at the center, and let them play alongside one another. I think it could be an absolute lethal combination, as well as with Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, and whoever else rounds out the rest of the starting 5 and the rest of the first 8 that come into the game, because we know Spoelstra is going to play a handful of players. He's not going to stick to a 5 or 6 man rotation. So again, I can't wait to see how this plays out. I can't wait to see the different rotations and lineups that Spo kicks out through the the NBA season using Kel'el Ware, using Pelle Larsson. I think it's going to be very, very interesting, as well as Keyshawn Johnson. I think he's going to be used as well. He is a very, very good player, and in this game, he had 9 points, 2 rebounds, no assists, but he did have a steal and 1 block, and his energy is off the charts every single time he touches the floor. He is really just a ball of energy, and he's built like a brick shithouse. This guy, when he is playing well, he's rebounding physically, offensively, and defensively. His defensive just abilities, his want to get from one side of the floor to the other to make a difference on the defensive end is going to be a factor in the NBA and obviously in the Summer League. I love watching him play. He's very physical around the rim, defensively and offensively. If you let him go up and get that offensive rebound, you might as well not jump again, because you're going to look like one of Kel'el Ware's victims, and you're going to get put in the bottom of the bucket, because he is just going to go up and he's going to just slam it right back into the bucket. It's awesome to watch. He's a ball of energy, like I said, and he's literally a joy to watch. But again, Josh Christopher is coming off a very good game, but again, we'll highlight that in just a second, because I do have highlights from Kel'el Ware from this game that we just highlighted, where he did have 24 and 10. They're only 30 seconds long. I tried to trim out all the extra stuff where it just wasn't as impressive, but again, highlights are highlights. He looks great during all of these, but again, here they are.
They're getting the clear out for Ware in the post. He's going one-on-one against Prosper, and it's Ware.
How about his length when he pursues the ball to rebound the ball? Free screen. There you go.
6 rebounds for Ware. Look how they wanted him to be more aggressive offensively here. And Ware caught a body.
Oh, now yesterday he was a little sheepish on it. Yes,
Prosper has it.
Yeah, so Kel'el Ware is, I know it was very quick. It was just a handful of highlights, but again, he is what he shows you, what he can play for any team in the NBA. He can play for any team in the NBA. His ability to get pulled out on a screen, and on the defensive end, he gets pulled out on a screen that, just to say hypothetically, to the top of the key. He can meet you at the free throw line. Obviously, if he's a marksman from the three-point line, whoever, again, is coming off of that screen, if that defender, the guard, doesn't go over that screen, obviously it can be a threat to knock down the three-point shot. But again, his ability to stand at the free throw line and then guard the guy coming off the pick is obviously well equipped because of his size and his length, and he's not going to get beat because he already has a 2-foot head start going towards the basket, as he is playing 2 feet off, again, behind the three-point line, and then obviously behind the free throw line. He's going to be able to match up there. But again, for the guy rolling to the basket, obviously he, again, already has the head start. He's going to be able to see man and ball at all times. He's going to be able to find the basketball when that guy does push to the basket, and with great length, he's going to be able to pin it to the backboard like we saw in those highlights. And then the ability to set screens, whether it's on one side and then rescreening again and then rescreening again. His ability to then roll to the basket, it's just unmatched. He is 7 foot tall, 7'1". He has crazy length. He's ability to jump as well. He's a lob threat every single time down the floor. And I know, Houston, we hear this all the time from you. Whatever, he's a lob threat. It's 2 points every time. Yeah, but how do you defend it? You bring in your help defender from the corner. What does Miami do so well? Shoot the 3 ball. It doesn't even matter if it goes in or not. We shoot it at a high volume. If they have to start collapsing on the paint to then stop a rolling center who is setting screens, whether them be on ball or off ball, to stop a lob threat because they don't want to give up 2 points every single time down the floor, and we're able to swing the ball around and look like that really, really good Miami offense. And I'm thinking of the Spurs here now, because the Spurs do it so well. When Duncan and Ginobili and obviously that Hall of Fame squad of Parker and Boris Diaw and all these guys were on that team, their ability to set ball screens, roll to the basket, and then they had to converge on Timmy or whoever it may, Thiago Splitter or whatever big man it was at the time, and then their ability to find the open man on the wing and make the extra pass, make the defense move a lot, not only tiring them out, increasing the fatigue, but also getting more open shots. I think Kel'el Ware is going to do drastic things for this offense, and again, him playing alongside Bam Adebayo, I think, is going to work wonders. Again, this is going to be a phenomenal pairing between Kel'el Ware and the rest of this Miami organization, especially Bam Adebayo. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but again, I am so excited to see Kel'el Ware play extremely, extremely well. I'm going to quickly highlight his shot chart, as I mentioned it earlier. Again, 9 of 12 from the field. You see that 2 misses, 1 directly outside that, right at the center, the top of the key, if you will. behind the three-point line, that it was a miss. And then his other miss was from just inside the broken circle. So again, inside the painted area. And then obviously he did have one more miss right underneath the basket. But again, all 9 makes, all coming from basically right underneath the basket. It's kind of funny. You can't even see the basket graphic here because it's all just green circles from Kel'el Ware. You can live with a shot chart like that because if you are colliding or if you're going down in the paint over and over and over again and you're being physical and you're causing attention and some distraction, the ability to look out the other way and pass the ball opposite of where you got the ball from will really open up the chance to hit down open threes. And with the three-point shooting we have on this Miami Heat team, especially if we don't make any more changes going in the next season, this could work drastically. And again, I can't wait to see how it plays out. Really quick to break down this second game. This is the one where Jaime Jaquez played. It was immediately following his departure from the Team USA select team. And he wanted to play more basketball, so that's what he did. He came down. He shot 8 of 13 from the field. He played very, very well. He did look like a veteran amongst everyone else because he has been playing in the league for 1 year. And again, he's just a very well-developed player for the age that he is. Again, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, no blocks for Jaime Jaquez Jr. in that game. He shot very, very well, 8 of 13 like I mentioned earlier. Keyshawn Johnson had a phenomenal breakaway dunk, and it was, again, another body. I don't have that clip for you. I might link it down below, so check the description if you're looking for that. Pelle Larsson played all right. His shooting percentages have not been very good throughout the entirety of this summer league, but again, don't jump the gun. It's nothing to get worried about. It's going to be a long season. He's going to get plenty of opportunity, whether it be on a two-way contract or for the Miami Heat in the big leagues of the NBA. So again, it's going to be very, very interesting. I will say Josh Christopher was our best player in this game. He shot 8 of 11 from the field, 6 of 8 from behind the three-point line. He added 23 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Overall, a great player, and great play from Josh Christopher. Can't wait to see if he really turns out to be the freak athletic guard that he really is. And again, I just can't wait to see how the rest of this Miami Heat team plays out. So again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about these highlights, especially the dunk of the year, or not the dunk of the year, the dunk of the summer, as well as then just Kel'el Ware's just being a freak dominant athlete against everyone he plays against. So again, that'll be it for this episode of Heat Digest. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching.